After this report from Ashraf Shannon in Gaza.
Israeli forces escalated their attacks on the blockaded Gaza Strip in late October and early November, killing and injuring dozens of Palestinians, including a mentally disabled man. The Israeli air raids and tank fire targeted areas in eastern, northern and southern Gaza. They also targeted homes and civilian infrastructure amid threats by Israeli army commanders to wage another war on Gaza, similar to the Israeli military operation Cast-led, which claimed the lives of nearly 1,400 Gazans, including hundreds of women and children.
Up until now, Israeli forces have killed 15 Gazans and injured 34 others. This only shows that Israeli forces and their leaders are adamant about killing as many Palestinians as possible and committing war crimes in the Gaza Strip.
The Al-Mizan Center for Human Rights, who has been monitoring Israeli violations for many years, strongly condemned the continued and systematic attacks by Israeli forces against the Palestinian civilians. Al-Mizan called on the international community to promptly intervene to provide protection for civilians in the occupied Palestinian territory and take all necessary measures to end the Israeli gross violations of human rights.
Israeli forces sometimes want to test their weapons, like the Iron Dome missile system, so they assassinate someone in Gaza, forcing the Palestinians to retaliate by firing rockets. In general, the Gaza Strip is subjected to Israeli attacks almost on a daily basis.
Some experts have accused Israeli forces of provoking Palestinian resistance fighters into firing homemade rockets to test the Israeli missile interception system, also known as Iron Dome. But the renewed surge in the attacks has also prompted fears of more bloodshed among Palestinians in Gaza who only want to live in peace.
We call on Arab countries and the international community to intervene and put an end to the Israeli aggressions against us.
With the continued Israeli threats and the ongoing blockade, Palestinians in Gaza say they fear the worst amid the silence of the international community. Experts say the Israeli escalation against the civilians in Gaza amounts to war crimes and crimes against humanity. Ashraf Shannon, reporting for Remember Palestine, Gaza.
Israel warns of more deadly air and ground attacks against Palestinians in the besieged Gaza Strip. Israeli Minister for Military Affairs Ehud Barak says Tel Aviv has been evaluating a host of harsher options. Earlier, the Israeli premier also warned of an escalation of Tel Aviv's attacks on Gaza.